the cloud. Recording. We're recording. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good seeing you
So,
too.
for those of you who are watching us, we're recording this on Zoom, and this is our Friday edition of Inside Voices. And I have with me today Eileen Ricker and Jim Reed. And they are both members of Unity of Ocala. Eileen's been a longtime member, and Jim has been a member for less time. Let's just put it that way. So we're going to do this a little differently than our other Inside Voices. We're going to do this as an interview. And so anyway, my first question to you, and you can take turns answering this. Number one, how did you find Unity?
Gosh, my sister got me involved in studying A Course in Miracles back in the late 90s. And when I moved to the Washington, D.C. area, a couple years later, I joined A Course in Miracles group and found Unity from a member that was in that study group. So I joined the Gaithersburg Unity Church of Christ. And until I retired, then I moved down here. And gosh, it was only 6 months. And I found Unity of Ocala totally by error. And I joined immediately.
How about you, Jim? What's your story? No words necessary.
Yeah. Eileen was here in the park. I came in to work in the park, and then I became the park manager. She was board president. We worked closely together. We developed a good relationship, anything other than business and friendship. And I liked what I saw in her as far as her expression and her demonstration of Christianity. And we then once she was no longer president, things changed a little bit relationship-wise. And I told her one day I wanted, to go to church with her.
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask.
That's great. And that was the beginning, right, Jim?
Yep.
Great. All right. Well, my next question is, this is assuming that you love Unity, or at least like it. Otherwise, I don't think you'd be coming on a regular basis. What is it that you love about Unity?
That's such a hard one. There's so much. I mean, first of all, there's my church, which for the longest time has been my family. I cannot imagine my life without the people in this church. But what Unity has done for me is provide, I guess I would call it a stability, a foundation from which I live my life, knowing that I am a child of God, that anything that happens out in the world is not real. It's just what's in here that's important. I believe that God is everywhere, and I'm created in God's image, so therefore I represent God on earth. Those things have really helped me immensely.
Great. Jim, how about you?
Well, I was a preacher's kid.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And, I listened every Sunday to him talking about, heaven, and he never mentioned hell too much, but God was in heaven. And surprisingly, I never really believed God was in heaven. I thought God was right here with us. And in getting into Unity, God, that's what God, or Unity says, is God is with us. We are, co-creators with God. And that just, that meant so much to me, to find a church, because I've been to many, many different denominations. And it's always, you have to pray to God up in heaven. You can't talk to him right here on earth. And I had been just talking to God for, I don't know how many years. Just, and then finding the church that agrees with what my basic belief was. That has meant so much, and the people of the church have just embraced me. It's everyone is always interested how you're doing. They're supportive. When I had my surgery 2.5 months ago, there was a lot of people that that contacted Eileen. They couldn't get me because they knew that and it's just it's kind of like she was saying, family, and it does feel like family.
I agree. Thank you so much. And I have a couple more questions. What would you like other people to know about this particular church, Unity of Ocala?
Gosh,
Go ahead.
I'm thinking. I remember the first time I walked in feeling overwhelmed by the warmth in the sanctuary. This was even before I got involved in meeting and greeting any of the people. And I've heard so many people that have come into the church since then say the same thing. There's incredible energy in our sanctuary, but that's because of all the wonderful people that have come through here. All the caring people, the loving, the generous, the giving people, the hugging people, something we miss terribly right now. But yeah, it's just being part of this incredible family, and everyone is welcome. I mean, it doesn't matter what your background is, who you are, where you come from, everybody is welcome. I love that.
Me too. How about you, Jim? What would you like other people to know about Unity of Ocala?
Well, I gotta agree with what Eileen said. It is a family. It is warm. I'm a hugger, and it's I don't have any problem with namaste. But hugs to me are it, and probably bigger than anything else, I want everyone to know how great of a minister we have.
Yes.
I mean, one
Amen.
day before she was even hired, after service, I went to her one day and shared problem that I was having, personally. She didn't hesitate. She took me by the hand and says, "Let's go talk about it." She took me into the office, closed the door. Peter Pinto was looking for me, couldn't find me. Eileen was looking for me, couldn't find me, and Reverend Laurie just sat there, listened to me, shared some things with me, and then prayed with me. I mean, it's just
She loved Adam.
Yeah, she does. She does that. She loves Anya.
Everybody needs to understand how loving of a minister we have.
Oh,
But that's
great.
appropriate because our church is very loving.
Yes.
And you and I have said many times, Jean, the church is not just the minister, the church is the people. So we have that love all around. We're so blessed.
So true. Well, I have one question I'm going to spring on you that I forgot to tell you ahead of time. How has the Unity teachings helped you during this pandemic?
Boy,
I know.
it's helped me to stay centered, and I use that word carefully because I don't really know how to define it, but I know what my focus is. I know where I'm coming from through all of this, that I'm God-centered. Jesus is my big brother, and I know where I'm coming from. So everything is going to be okay. All the issues that have come up, even in the last couple of months for us, within a couple of hours, I'm able to turn it over to God and just go on with my life. It's been wonderful.
That's awesome. How about you, Jim? Any extra thoughts?
Yeah, just, it's we've been doing the, prayer every day, and that just, helps keep everything in front, and knowing that everyone else is going through it,
Yeah.
and we're trying to do the best we can.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, listen, I can't thank you guys enough. That was about as natural and unrehearsed as we could possibly get, and that's our intention. So we bless you. Namaste. I'm hugging you through the wires.
Namaste.
And we hope to see you real soon. Take
I
care.
hope so, Jean. Thank you
Take
for
care,
all you
Jean.
do.
Peace out. I got to figure out how to end this recording. Okay, I stopped
You will
it.
edit that out, right?